Thank goodness for we're on the PC version, because the load times on PS4 apparently are not great. And since there's no PS5 version, it can't benefit from that. It's strange. It's really bizarre there's no PS5 version. Like, you'd think that would be what they would have aimed for. But then again, I think Drakengard 3 was also a PS3 game that came out right before the PS4. It's I don't know. I guess it's just like a Japan thing with certain like lower value franchises. Like Yakuza is usually like a game that's been like, I know that a bunch of the Yakuza PS4 games are actually PS3 games that were just ported over in the West to PS4. And the Persona is always perpetually behind. Alright, so I need to go talk to Popula and ask her about this Forest of Myth. So no meal today, it seems like, but this is interesting in its own right. Although I hope you liked that visual novel section, because we're going to get a few of those. I'm glad I got like 3 bottles of water on my desk, because they're going to fucking destroy my throat. Oh yeah, we should check out the trophy room as well, because there'll be a few things in there now.
What's up, Popola?
Oh, hi. I just got a strange letter in the mail.
Dearest Poplar, I hope this letter finds you well. I'm writing in hopes of bringing to your attention a certain dream issue of concern regarding recent events in Dream, the village. I was hoping I might be able to get your advice, Dream, on the matter. Recently there has been dream reports, dream of a certain dream of dream, evil dream.
That is certainly one bizarre piece of writing.
Who's it from?
The mayor of a small village in the Forest of Myth. It's a wooded area up north.
The Forest of Myth?
They're usually a bright and cheerful group of people. Something like this is very out of character for them. I have a bad feeling about this.
Or maybe there's mushrooms in that forest. That would explain it.
I'll check it out.
You will? But...
Don't worry about it. I've got business there anyway.
Oh, well, alright. Thank you.
Alright. Oh, that was an accident. So let's have a look in the trophy room and see what we got.
This is from the junk heap.
For a decoration, it's certainly in poor taste.
If you want poor taste, how about this one that claimed to be Tiny's grandmother?
It's that lizard thing we fought in the Airy. Who would make a figure of that anyway? And what is it doing here? We saw this cube back in the Baron Temple.
Perhaps the Prince of Facade gave it to Popola as a gift?
Alright, so now we head over to the Forest of Myth, which is across from the Northern Plains, and then to the right. So you skirt past the Airy. So we can use the bow to get there pretty quickly. Oh, pick up the thing. No, not berries. Give me medical herbs. I'm gonna need them. I'm very bad at the combat in this game. I got a letter from NieR today. He's in a faraway town where he can see the ocean. Let's see. Oh god, she's Naruto running. Quick, we gotta get away from her as fast as possible. It'll be difficult, but we can outrun the weeaboos with the power of boar. Oh shit, she just teleported. I saw that. You can teleport. Okay, I'm gonna save because this could take a while. So this is the very first area where you can tell, oh, they cut stuff in this game. This area, this whole like village, was meant to be much larger, have a lot more people. It would have side quests. It would have tons of things, and then they're like, we don't have any time. And so it's like, oh, fuck. Visual novel it is.
Beware the words.
The words? What do you mean?
Contagious words.
Yeah. At least it wasn't cut out entirely. Like they found a way to turn it into a strength, because while it was a cost-cutting measure, the visual novel sections ended up becoming a staple. Like they do it in Automata, and it's very obvious in Automata that they didn't need to do it. They were like, oh no, people expect this now. Like they want at least one.
Those who dream.
Those who dream?
I keep saying visual novel. It's more like text adventure would be a better description. Wise's voice, okay. Wise's voice rose in a quizzical manner, and the subtitle border rose as well.
It is not quizzical.
He's arguing with his own subtitles.
What's going on?
The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his
Perhaps
eyes.
we should start by asking this man.
Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
The NieR stares at NieR and Weiss.
If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
The NieR explained. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream has spread across the Forest of Myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village NieR has determined the Death Dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Oh god, it's getting bigger. The screen is getting darker. Weiss stared at the NieR, his mouth twitching
Now
slightly.
see here. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes. I think you have.
In other words, we've caught the death dream?
Before the NieR could confirm NieR's suspicion, Weiss exploded with rage.
Ridiculous. Preposterous. Completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
That's just how the death dream works.
Though polite, the NieR was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remarks.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
The NieR twisted his words in an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who NieR had seen and what they had discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
NieR and Weiss racked their brains but could find no easy solutions. There were simply too many words to consider, too many random chatter, too many meaningless conversations.
Grimoire Weiss does not engage in meaningless conversations.
The mere suggestion that Weiss chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his
It
pride.
does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator. It has demolished it utterly.
I'm just reading the text, man. You don't have to shout at me. Irritated, Weiss looked skyward as if searching for answers in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
The anger created by his harsh words bled over to NieR like a contagion. Wait, said NieR suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The NieR leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled Weiss aside in the process. You must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words? What was it? It was about dreaming, or something that dreams, or what the hell was it? A sheep! Cried Weiss suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their head. After a few more minutes of thought, NieR's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said. Those who dream. That's what he said. I'm sure of it. I'm going to put my glasses on because this is fucking up my eyes. At this point, the mayor produced a thick sheet of paper from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at NieR. That sounds right, he said, as a stray sheet of paper floated to the ground. My notes also mentioned something like that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stroke tracing lines across a long piece of paper. For the last month I've done nothing but study the disease we call the death dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along, but I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Weiss fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said, but perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it? The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping off the tip. I've tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out. But I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, and quite small, he said to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people, all 5 of them. But once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and sucked all the colour out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. And I won't stop trying until it happens. NieR nodded in agreement. Huh? Wait a second. I didn't nod. Look, if we can be of any help, said NieR, just ask. Now hold on. I did not just say that. Silence, cried Weiss. Grimoire looked from NieR to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Weiss's face is always confident, thank you very much. Now, see here, Mayor. You told us that nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it, but yet you seemed surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh my god, he said, you're right, I have no idea you were coming. Human imagination is a limitless engine, said Weiss, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We are as eager to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two, he called out at the departing forms of NieR and Weiss. We're all counting on you. I just want you to both know, good luck. We're all counting on you. As NieR slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of deja vu. I saw this man once before, he thought, but where? NieR's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he'd been confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around him. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and a moss-covered rock seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. I hope you guys are alright with this, by the way. I know this is probably not what you signed up for when you decided, oh, I'm going to watch a stream today. See some cool action. Some weird twists and turns. I mean, this is certainly a twist and turn, but woof. Additionally, Weiss was proving to be a spectacularly poor travelling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging NieR to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, NieR snapped. Okay, Weiss, cram it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk. NieR leaned against a tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back. How can this stupid forest be so big, he muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out at a volume that rattled his teeth. NieR slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard. Weiss, what's going on? NieR could see Weiss's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled, and then, just as NieR's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed his hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the wood. Ooh. Okay, I can't figure out what these are meant to sound like. As the insects dimmed another decimal, NieR began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise, it's something else. The insects weren't just calling out, they were asking a question. Oh, music change? 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? Now we get to the riddles. By my pages. Is this a riddle? I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I leave it to you to answer. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. 1 with it is lacking. The answer is no, it's not a seesaw. It would be a secret. Yeah. A secret for one person doesn't mean much. Between 2 people makes sense. Between 3, you're getting risky. Inwardly furious that Weiss left the task to him, NieR sighed and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret, right? The sound of the insects suddenly stopped as suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before NieR like a rippling wave, opening a new path. These forest arthropods are making a road for us, said Weiss with glee. Pleased at passing the test, NieR moved on with new intensity. Path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave him even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had a purpose. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Said NieR after a bit. Weiss spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of this forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path ends. As Weiss finally finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, NieR picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Weiss. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples left behind came together to form words. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When the night falls, I vanish. What am I? Sunlight. Absurdly easy, barked Weiss. Now answer it. NieR gritted his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right after all. This one is pretty easy. It would be sunlight. A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, said Weiss softly, I have never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey look, cried NieR, awaking Weiss from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Weiss saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it, Weiss? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? NieR walked over and pounded at the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began NieR, but before he could get any further, the cloaked man held a hand up and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the okay, well, this one's a classic. We know this one. 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs at noon, and end of the night with 3. What am I? If we wish to engage this man in conversation, said Weiss, we must answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose. At least it's an easy one. A man. The mist dissolved from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor, cried NieR. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the mayor you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Oh? Dash, if you remember the very beginning of the game. Sorry, what's that mean? It will make sense in time. At present, I can simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the Death Dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As NieR watched, mist seeped from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When NieR and Weiss returned to the forest entrance, they found the NieR leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. Good gravy, he cried. You made it. You actually made it back. His left hand grasped NieR's and pumped it so furiously it threatened to dislodge it from its socket, while his right seized Weiss by the cover and swung him through the air. Gah! By the heavens, stop shaking me, you fool! We have not even told you if we were successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd see you again. NieR withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the Death Dream seal, he said. At least, I think we did. The mayor's face beamed as NieR filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the three of them lay down on the forest ground and fell asleep. NieR cocked his head. Hang on a second. This is crazy. Why would we just lie down and fall asleep? Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself. NieR and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. Have you forgotten, continued Weiss, it is words that control the Death Dream, words that can allow it to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. This is the first time, began the mayor, the first time I have felt tired since I was imprisoned here. His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year. When they awoke, things had a slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear they had awoken from their dream. And the screen comes back. NieR shook the mayor's shoulder gently. Good news, he said. I think we made it. Oh, wow, said the mayor in an awed voice. We did it. I'm back. He blinked once and then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him. You two have no idea how much this means. The Death Dream was spreading through our village, and I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and became trapped in my own dream. The mayor started to stand, then collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at NieR and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. Real life may take some getting used to, said the mayor as a wry smile crossed his lips. You shall relearn in a short order, I am sure, said Weiss. For now you should return to your home and rest. No, said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet. No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the Death Dream. I have to save them. The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village and then bowed his head and prayed silently. This is a holy tree, he explained when the prayer was finished. It is the guardian of our village's history and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder, muttered Weiss. We should not put our faith in gods. The mayor shook his head. Not the gods, the words. Legend says that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as a sealed verse. NieR and Weiss could not contain that surprise. It seems a gold had been found in the most unexpected of places. I say, muttered Weiss, this is certainly a stroke of luck. As the three of them said their goodbyes, NieR mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle and the mysterious words he had left them with. I once saw a version of you that was not yourself, muttered the mayor. What in the world does that mean? Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long time. You know, he said softly, this is going to sound odd, but I have a feeling I've seen you before too. NieR tried to keep a straight face and field, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figure it's just some kind of illusion created by the dream. It probably doesn't mean anything. Oh, my throat. Okay. NieR gave the mayor a nod and a smile, but inwardly his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. What exactly is going on here? That riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much. Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
And we got the sealed verse. Summon magical spikes from the ground to impale enemies. So this one's pretty cool,
For
actually.
a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Don't overthink advice.
Yes, don't overthink it, Weiss. So where was the Dark Execution? So look at this. Oh, no, wrong button. It was what I had in the prologue, the spikes one. Alright, save that, so we don't have to do that again. In fact, since I don't need the save anymore, let me just not take risks and save it here as well. Okay, so as an optional side quest, you can do the other villages. I'm debating this actually because there's only 2 of them, and there is some interesting stuff in them, but I want to know you guys' opinion. Do you want me to just move on with the game, or do you want me to do these in my own time? Sorry, do you want me to move on with the game and do these in my own time, or do you want to see them on stream? Because some of them are pretty funny, but again, it means more visual novel. Yeah, I think the same. I can tell you one thing that happens in them is they go through what they describe as like a city of art, where it's like these tall, colossal structures that are covered in glass, and there's countless of them, and there's paved roads with white lines drawn across them in dotted lines, and there's like red, yellow, and green signposts. This is sounding at all familiar? And they're like, what the fuck is this place? Does it just exist as like a weird art project? And they're very clearly describing like a modern city and skyscrapers. And one thing they also discover is they talk to the woman, and it's like there's like a brief mention of the fact that she's wearing a dress that is torn, and then the narration says the one known as NieR is clearly disappointed that the torn dress will be given no further description. Alright, extra safety save. Alright, and now we're out of here. Oh, that means we're probably doing a meal now. Shit's about to get interesting.
So how was the village?
Oh, it was truly magnificent. There are no words. Really.
Neat.
Let's get back to Popola. She'll probably want to know what's going on in there.
No, don't worry, Kanye. You'll get your own visual novel section much later. Oh, you know what? I want to test something out. What am I looking for? Phantasm. Whoa. That looked fucking cool. Alright, and the other one. Yeah. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage right now, but... They have improved the spells in very, very subtle ways from the original. Although I do think the Phantasm is a little weaker. Alright, so let's put Lance back on, Dark Hand, and Boar. Yeah! Oh, shit. I always got to remember to drift when I'm coming through here, because it's the only way to avoid getting hurt by the walls. At least you don't take damage. At least you don't take damage. Just knocks you off. Alright, so we've got our sealed verse, so let's go talk to Poplar. There probably isn't, but I'm curious if there's like a new trophy. Probably not. We didn't actually technically see any. Oh no, there is. It's a leaf.
Sculpted leaf. Right?
This is the first sane thing I have seen in this room.
Really? So yeah, I guess that represents the Forest of Myth.
The death dream certainly is a strange illness.
You're telling me. It's almost like it only exists due to budget cuts.
Yeah, it was something all right.
Even I, with my natural love for words, have no desire to visit that place ever again.
I love how even canonically, like in universe, like, oh, I fucking hate that place. Goddamn books, don't want to read.
You guys did well. You've been making a lot of long trips lately. Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
I'm okay. I can't just sit around all day while Yona's sick, after all.
If you say so.
So, anything I can do for you?
Well, I suppose there is one thing I could use a hand with. Have you heard about our plans to repair the canal? The work probably won't happen for a while, but once it's done, we can use the canal for trade and travel and all kinds of useful things. Unfortunately, however, we're a bit behind schedule at the moment. If you're willing to help out, I'd really appreciate it.
No problem. What do you need?
Great. So, the man I originally asked to help on this project hasn't shown up for work in a few days. I'm starting to get a little worried. So, maybe you can head over to Seafront and check up on him? I'll mark the location of his house on your map. He always carries a red bag over his shoulder, so he should be easy enough to find.
Got it.
Okay, so this is actually new. This is not in the original game at all. The canal is the fast travel system from part 2. So it seems like they're unlocking it early and adding like a new quest line in.
A canal, is it? Fascinating. If we had a ferry, we could put these days of endlessly running about behind us.
Don't you just float everywhere anyway?
Do you think I am borne aloft by the winds, lad? It takes stamina to maintain this height.
Oh, really?
You could at least try to hide the utter dismay, you know.
Alright, I'm back. Oh man. It's a vicious cycle. Visual novels means drink more water. Drink more water means more bathroom breaks. Actually, I suppose the biggest issue I'm facing right now is not that. It's the fact that... So I told Kelsey about this, about how I've been trying to branch out and eat food types that I don't normally eat. And so I tried eating mac and cheese for the first time. It was like a ready meal that I just got from a supermarket. And it was great. I loved it. But I didn't let it cool down enough. And I burned my tongue. Yeah, first time. I accidentally burned my tongue because I ate it too fast. And that has not stopped hurting. My tongue is still singed, even though I had that meal like more than 12 hours ago. It's not too bad, but it's like it's ever present. Yeah, it'll calm down. All right, so get the mouse out of the way. So let's go and check out this new quest. So this is 100% new, I believe. We already picked up. She wants the egg. She gave me the quest to go to the deal with the post office. So that we'll get to see the end of the old lady storyline. If that boss is outside... Oh, I completely forgot. Have I fought any enemies besides... It was like 16,060. And then I killed them. And it didn't go down that much. So I guess it's not worth a lot. So if I see him, I'm not going to fight him. I'm just going to get straight past him. Yeah, just going to ignore him. No time for you. It's funny, really. This game is not a very big open world, but you have to do a lot of backtracking. And they give you, like, multiple methods of fast travel as the game goes on. Like, more and more and more over time. Okay. Just another ping just announcing that Age of Ashes is playing tomorrow. No, sorry. Saturday. I'm constantly forgetting what day it is. So here he is. But before we get to him, let's resolve the lighthouse lady. A runaway son might be also around here. Nope, doesn't have any follow quests.
The woman from the lighthouse has passed.
Ah.
We found her in bed. She looked happy. So, I guess you didn't tell her, huh?
Actually, I told her the truth.
Actually, I told her the truth.
Thank you. I think you did right.
Really? You think that was the right thing to do? Funny that you didn't do it yourself, then.
Hard to believe she's gone. I always figured the old girl would outlive me. I hope our plan was right. I hope it made her happy in the end.
It really didn't. She was fucking miserable for 50 years. Pieces of shit.
I can't believe the old lady is gone. Or that I actually miss her.
It is worth remembering that random people in this
Did we do
town
the right thing?
all talk shit
Was
about
she
her.
happy?
I do not know. None can say what true happiness is. Humans, and perhaps even magical tomes, are far more uncertain creatures than we know.
Yeah, I guess.
Alright, so I'm just going to quickly check over here. So I vaguely remember there being a thing. Oh, there's just a kid staring at a wall. That's not weird.
What are you doing running around sneaking up on people?
You were staring at a wall. Sure, Dash. You They're so stupid. Now back to the wall. Oh, yep, there is someone up there.
You're looking for a kid who ran away from home? There was a strange kid asking people questions earlier. I think he was trying to learn how to get into Facade.
Facade, huh? Maybe we should go take a look.
Alright, so that's where he's run off to next. But I'll deal with that when the time comes. For now, let's go do this new quest.
Hey, are you the guy who's supposed to help repair the canal? Popola sent me to...
Oh God, it's over. My life is over.
Surely you must realize nothing good can come of being involved with this particular endeavor.
Easy, Vice. Hey, so, are you alright? What happened?
It's my wife. She left home a week ago and hasn't come back.
Oh god, this guy's voice is so annoying. Oh no. I think I know why his wife left. Yes, I'm acutely aware of the irony. Oh god, okay.
I'm so worried I can't even focus on my work. Oh, my sweet dumpling, where are you?
Wow, that's terrible. Would you like us to help you look for her?
Really? You do that for me?
Oh, I want to punch you so bad. Please stop talking.
Sure. But do you have any idea where we should start?
Well, she always used to enjoy drinking at the tavern with her friends.
Alright, then I guess we'll start with them.
Thank you. This means the world to me. Oh, and by the way, my wife always carries a red bag, just like mine. If you mention that, it might ring some bells.
I've met some odd couples in my day, but none who felt the need to wander about flaunting matching luggage.
You need to get with the times. Coordinated outfits are all the rage. Plus, these bags are special. We bought them for our anniversary. But now my sweet dumpling is gone. And it's all my fault. Oh, God.
Okay, just stay calm. We'll go look for her, alright? You sit tight.
I'm willing to bet that man knows more about his wife absconding than he's letting on.
Quite possibly. You still in the chat, Kelsey?
Hey there, I'm, looking for a
What do you
woman
think of
carrying
Blubber
a red
Boy?
bag.
Are you now? Interesting. Did something happen to her?
She hasn't been home and her husband's worried. Do you know anything about where she might be?
Trouble in paradise, is it? Oh, those two never change.
Oh.
Anyway, the short answer is no. She hasn't been around here either. Though come to think of it, she always got on well with the woman over at the tackle shop. Maybe you should try her?
I'll do that. Thanks.
Hey, what's the rush? You've got a cute face. Why not sit here and join me for a round?
He's
Or
16.
three?
He's 16. Abort. Abort.
Sorry, ma'am, but I'm not old enough to drink. Hey there, do you know a woman with a red bag by any chance?
A red bag? Oh, sure. Although now that I think about it, I haven't seen her in a while. Last time she came around, she mentioned something about leaving town. But I figured it was just idle talk.
Leaving town, huh? Alright, thanks for your time.
If she has truly left this charming hamlet, finding her may prove most difficult indeed.
I just hope she hasn't been attacked by shades or anything.
Well, while I'm here, let's turn in that cookbook.
Hey, so I found a cookbook in the library with some recipes that might interest you.
Really? Let me take a look. Shark? Really? Wow, this is some high-class
Oh shit, he
cuisine.
needs a shark.
I've never even tried cooking something like this before. Still, shark fin fried rice sounds amazing. Think you could help me track some down?
How many do you
can eat
need?
Shark fins? Man. Anyway, sure. I didn't come this far just to quit now.
Wonderful. In that case, here's the shopping list. 5 sharks,
Oh no.
5 bags of rice, and 5 mushrooms. Oh, and thanks in advance.
I need 5 sharks. Well, that's not happening
It is
today.
fascinating how gourmet cuisine can survive even in the midst of a food shortage.
I counter advanced him. Let's see. I guess we should talk to the boyfriend. Oh,
Oh, I've been such an idiot.
okay. So let's head out of town, and we'll probably encounter something along the way. Actually, since this isn't a side quest, I have a map marker that just tells me where to go. Now, this might seem kind of familiar to a side quest we did very recently, and I think that's because
Something about that shade seems rather...
I mentioned that side quest was way more important than it seems, and it is, and it feels like for the remake they're like, why don't we just make a new quest that's almost exactly the same that you have to do, because it is super fucking important that you get this detail.
odd.
And you'll see what I mean in a sec. Okay, we've tamed a red bag.
Hey, look at this.
It is identical to the red satchel carried by the man who sent us on this mad quest. Perhaps it belongs to his spouse.
Oh no. Do you think the Shades got her?
I fear it likely, lad. I sense no other activity in the immediate vicinity. We were too late.
Well, this is terrible. What are we supposed to say?
However difficult it may be, we've no choice but to tell the man the truth.
Oh, seems like she's dead. This sounds familiar. Alright, let's head back to town and let him know. I don't think this is going to make him want to work on the fucking canal, but we may as well tell him the truth.
Hey, did you find my sweet dumpling?
Oh, I forgot your voice.
We didn't, but we got this off a Shade.
Oh no. This is hers.
So our fears were correct.
Oh God. How could this happen to her? And this is all my fault.
Why is it all his fault?
If I may, my good man, why did your wife leave home in the first place?
It's because
I think we should give him some time to himself, Vice.
Oh? Hello?
Honey, I'm home. Good heavens, you're a wreck. What's wrong?
She's
Dumpling,
alive?
you're not dead.
What in the world are you talking about? Oh, you found my bag. Thank you so much. I can't believe I went and dropped it like that.
Oh, this is such a relief.
Okay, seriously. What's going on?
5 minutes later.
I see. So, you found a Shade with my bag and assumed I'd been attacked and killed?
I'm just glad you're safe, Dumpling, but I'm also so sorry. This is all my fault. Oh, if I didn't eat that apple you were saving. Oh, God, I'm such an idiot!
That's what this is over?
Listen, I promise I'll never eat anything of yours again. You just promise never to run away from home again, okay?
Run away? Have you lost your mind? I just went to visit my parents.
Huh?
I told you about this. Going to see my family, gone for a week. Remember?
Yeah, so I don't know how much of that you saw, Dash, but this is a lot like what happened in Facade, where someone is seemingly dead, and then they just come back, and everything's fine. It's like, what?
Ugh, are you serious right now? Why don't you ever listen to me?
Lad, my brilliant intuition suggests we should beat a hasty retreat from these two with all speed.
Nope.
I can't believe you didn't listen to me, and you ate my apple.
Oh no.
You are the absolute worst.
What? Oh, like you're some perfect angel. You didn't even care enough about our anniversary to hang on to your bag. You, kid.
Oh,
I'm
no.
right about this, yeah? If anyone's wrong here, it's my wife, right?
Have you... Dash, Kelsey, have you ever been in the middle of something like this? Where you've been selected as the arbiter for the stupidest argument ever?
Wait, you're asking me?
Who's in the wrong here? The wife who lost her bag, the husband who ate her apple? Fuck, I don't know. Oh god, where's option 3, smoke bomb? Yeah, it was. You shouldn't have eaten her apple.
Eaten your wife's apple. That's not very nice.
But I was hungry, and it was just sitting there.
Oh god, he's so whiny.
Look, I'm glad you went looking for my wife and all, but that was low, friend. Low.
Did I cross a line there?
Besides, it's pretty rich to come after me for an apple when you threw away my entire stamp collection.
Ha! You're damn right I did. And I'd do it again. You are nothing but a hoarding slob. You there. My husband's in the wrong here, isn't he?
Pardon, but madam,
Who's in the wrong here? The hoarding husband, the collection tossing wife. Honestly, both of them.
Oh, enough. The both of you are at fault. Now apologize to one another and end this ridiculous display.
Good talk for a floating magazine.
I see you finally agree on something.
An hour later, oh god.
Do you not even understand how frustrating this is, you colossal oaf? This is exactly what I hate about you.
Fine, hate me. I'll still sleep like a baby knowing I'm not an unreasonable hag like you.
Vice, what do I do?
You turn on your heel and walk away as fast as your legs can carry you, my good lad.
That's it. I have had enough. Instead of belittling me, why don't you get a proper job? Everyone in the neighborhood treats me like dirt, and it's all because of my unemployed
This is too real. This is... Oof.
Actually, I have a job now.
Oh?
Wait, you what? You're kidding. Why didn't you tell me? That's great.
Well, I sort of wanted it to be a surprise.
Oh, you big silly Billy. Well, this calls for a celebration. Come on, I'm going to bake you a nice apple pie.
Well, that just suddenly resolved itself.
I have no idea what just transpired, but it has utterly exhausted me.
Well, looks like they made up, so all's well that ends well?
In the course of all that madness, I have forgotten why we even came here in the first place.
Oh, heck, the canal! We need to ask him about the canal!
Alright, hopefully we can get what we wanted now.
I can't thank you enough for all your help.
Sure, but listen, we need to talk to you about the canal.
Oh, right! That's why you came here in the first place, huh?
Yes! Before you dragged us into an hour-long argument with your wife.
Well, now that my love life is rolling in clover again, I'd be more than happy to get going on the canal work.
I'm starting to see why this guy was unemployed beforehand.
I need to whip up a treat to celebrate my husband finally finding work.
Yes, emphasis on finally.
That was exhausting.
Tell me about it.
Alright, do I have any quests that are in this town? A watermelon, I might be able to buy that. He's in facade. Okay.
Wait, let's go give Popola an update.
Let's see if I can buy a watermelon. Nope.
Thanks for. Look.
Maybe at this shop over here. No, wait, that's the weapon store, I think.
Nope. Thank you much.
Well.
Where can you buy? Oh, wait. Do they sell sharks? No, they don't.
Hope you. We've got.
Okay, so I don't see anywhere that sells watermelons or watermelon seeds, so I'll just have to figure that out some other time. I forget how I got it the first time. It might have been like a random drop. But yeah, there's a consistent theme of, person died. Wait, no, they didn't.
The couple with the red bags were a strange pair indeed. It boggles the mind to think their relationship can persist despite such intense squabbling.
Well, they looked pretty happy in the end, at least. Maybe the secret to living a happy life is sharing your feelings, even when they're sort of mean and weird.
If you adopt such a strategy, I may leave for groceries one day and never return.
Weiss went out for a pack of cigarettes, and that was the last time we ever saw him. It was weird, he doesn't even smoke. Alright, so here might sell them.
We've got some new items in stock.
No. She doesn't sell them, but I can clearly see fucking melons and watermelons on her stand. The fuck is this bullshit? Sell them to me.
Which job should I...
Oh, there's only
I've
one
got a
left.
job from Facade, fresh off the grill. You certainly know a lot of people, don't you? You're a real mover and shaker. I wrote down the client's location.
Alright.
You taking it easy today?
So, oh, wait, the woman who sells seeds might have them. No. Fuck, how do you get a watermelon? I guess it's just a random drop.
Make sure.
Yeah, nothing. So, we're heading to Popola. Yes, we'll let her know the canal is finished, and then hopefully that's us set up to go to Emil's house. I'm really hoping it is, because I've been wanting to show that off, especially for you, Dash. I think you'll find it pretty interesting.
Goodness, it sounds like the canal repairman had quite the problem on his hands. I'm glad everything turned out all right.
No, he really didn't. He's just a useless idiot.
Thank you so much for your help.
Don't mention it. I'm looking forward to seeing how the canal turns out. If you need anything else from us, just say the word.
Alright, so that's that resolved.
Hey, wait!
Oh.
Huh?
I almost forgot. Yona is looking for you.
Oh?
She said she needed something from you. Time to go play Big Brother for a bit, huh?
I guess so. Thanks, Popola.
Alright, that's the cue, so let's go ahead over to there, and we're going to learn about something. Yona has a friend. Nope, don't plant. What am I trying to plant? Not doing that right now.